We'll put out a brief video on T-bond futures with technical analysis and support and resistance. And we've got a chart here, daily chart with a 5-day moving average in green, a red 20-day moving average, and a blue 200-day moving average. We're going to show you some charts here. We're going to show you a daily, a weekly, and a monthly chart on this futures contract. This is the Chicago Board of Trade futures contract for the 30-year Treasury bond. Let's take a look real quick, and we can see that clearly we're in a bear market. Been in a bear market in the bond since December 21, and that remains the case. We had a rally this week, a pretty decent rally. We put in a low at 117 and 19/32 and rallied right on up to about 122 and 25/32. That's the first decent rally we've had in a couple of weeks. But let's take a look and really see what happened. This is a 20-day moving average, and you can see we didn't even touch that, and we're already starting to sell down a little bit. This is a 200-day moving average, 5 days here. Prices closed up above the 5-day moving average, but still didn't even touch the 20-day moving average, showing how weak it is. Let's go take a look at the weekly chart. This is basically a complete disaster for the 30-year Treasury bonds. You can see that interest rates are definitely still headed higher. This is a 5-week moving average in green, a 20-week in red, and a 200-week in blue. And you can see we are just now starting to roll over on a 200-week moving average, which does not bode well for the bonds. Now, clearly, when you look at the bonds are tremendously oversold. There's just no doubt about that. But there's a lot of government intervention going on here, and you can see we had a move from about here to here on the Treasury bonds, and we got a fairly decent rally from 130 to 146, or 16 points, 16 full points. So we could easily get a 16 full point rally, not a 30-second rally, but a 16 full point rally from this 117 level all the way up to 130. That's a chip shot. That's nothing. And we would barely touch, if we touched the 20-week moving average, if we got that. But the question is, what's going to prompt that? And the reality is, it's going to be a technical move when this gets extremely oversold. It is extremely oversold right this minute on a weekly chart, but you'll notice we first got this little blip, another sell-off, and then a rally, and I haven't even seen this little blip yet. We're looking for a little blip like this to see if they'll short it again once it comes down. I think we're going to have to get that, see if they short it, before we then get a rally, which will be some short covering and some new optimistic buying in here. So I think most likely we're going to see a little short covering rally in here to see if we get some strength, and then some continued selling. But this is all speculation, all in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. This market is definitely oversold. I'll show you on the monthly chart. It's an outrageously oversold condition. This is a monthly chart now. We're talking about a 200-month moving average in blue, 20-month here in red, 20-month here in green, and it's just completely oversold. So what do I think about this chart? I don't think it's oversold enough yet. It's definitely, if you look from here, this is 167. We didn't get any kind of rally at all until we sold all the way down to 31. So what is that? 37 points, something like that, 36 points. So we're looking 146. You know, we're roughly getting there, but we got another. We could put in another 7 or 8 full points down here, and still, I suspect that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to say that we're probably going to get down here to 110 first on the monthly before we get a decent rally out of this. Maybe a little too aggressive, but I don't think so. It doesn't look that oversold on a monthly chart. So my analysis basically is that we're going to sell off with probably a little bit of backfilling, but I think we'll continue to sell off down here, and I believe we've probably put in a high here, and probably going to put in new lows this week in the treasuries. I think probably down to at least 116. It's maybe a little aggressive. Let me take a look. Now, I think we could easily get to 116 this week. Again, for entertainment purposes only, all my opinion, and of course I could be totally wrong. Let's go down here and take a look and see what RBM Research says about it. We put out algorithmically generated entry prices for the Treasury bonds every morning before 7 a.m. We just have to go down here and find them, and they're right around here, somewhere right here. For the 31st of October, we've got Treasury bonds 1, 2, 5, 10, and 20-day holding periods. Of course, they're for entertainment purposes only. You trade at your own risk. Can't use these for anything other than entertainment. But we got some buys on here at 1924 with higher probability buys. You can see them yourselves, but let's stick to the regulars. 1924, 120, 26, 120. 121 and 1/32, and then finally on the 20-day 121 and 8/32. These are all buys. So let's go up here and see what this looks like and how that translates as to where we were Friday. Let's take a look real quick and see where, make sure this was Friday the 28th, and our low was 120 and 29/32. So let's go down here again and check it out. 120. So these are looking for buys on dips and rallies. So it's interesting. It's spread it across, and it's saying if it drops down lower on the 1 day, buy it, and it's waiting for some rallies to buy on the upside. So that's what we've got for you for the ZB Z2, which is the December contract futures Chicago Board of Trade 30-year Treasury bond. Is ZB as a signal for Monday the 31st. And we also threw in the rest of the week outlook there for you. But these exact entry prices are for tomorrow only. They change every morning before 7 a.m. You can get access to them by following the link in the description below. Free access, no credit card required. It takes you over to RVM Research. Put in your email and you get access to 190 stocks, the major forex pairs, BTC, crypto, and the most liquid futures contracts, including the Treasury bonds. And we have algorithmically generated prices updated every morning before 7 a.m. If you come by earlier in the evening, 6 p.m. for everything but crypto. Crypto's out at 8 p.m. all the night before usually. Keep in mind, everything you've seen and heard here is for entertainment purposes only, including the entry prices and my commentary. You can only use them for entertainment. Should always conduct your own research, and you definitely trade at your own risk. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want to subscribe, please do that as well. And if you have a great comment for us, please put it in the comment section below.